Top of the morning, creator. I have some great information to share with you today. I've been listening to Abraham's 2022 Amsterdam workshop. It's chock-a-block full of information that just makes me feel so good. And one of the hot seaters asked a question. What is the most common emotion or the first thing that happens after we transition? What do you think it is? What do you think happens in that moment when we go from physicality to non-physicality? Well, Abraham said a large majority of us exhibit surprise. Like that. Surprise. And what are we surprised? What has made us surprised? What are we surprised at? How easy it is, or would have been, to live the life of our dreams. Because we shed resistance, don't we, when we go into non-physical? So there we are, resistance-free. No more resentments, no more pushback, no more opinions, no more judgment, no more I'm right, you're wrong, no more carting around, dragging around, all that negativity. Boom, we're free. How easy it is to live the life of our dreams. Total surprise. It was that easy. What the fuck? And so I felt it in that moment. I felt what that must feel like. Can you feel it? For a moment, lay your burdens down. Wow. Click of the dial. New vantage point. Well, here's something for us to do now. Let's surprise ourselves, shall we? Because you and I can be as free as we choose to be. The only thing standing in our way of creating the life of our dreams, a life of ease, a life of flow, a life of freedom, a life of growth and joy, is us. Our minds, what we choose to focus on, what we choose to rehash, what we choose to bring into this present moment and litter it with detritus and bad thoughts and castigations and he shoulda, woulda, shoulda. I shoulda, woulda, shoulda. We do it all day, every day. It's shocking when you become aware of it, right? And that's why we do the work. That's why we meditate daily. That's why we journal daily. Yeah, I'm counting you in too, because that's what I hope for you. It's my desire for you. That's why I'm on my yoga mat here. I'm about to do a practice when I'm done with you. I need to do these things. And what happens when I do all of these things? When I meditate, when I journal, when I practice my yoga, when I walk in nature? I lessen resistance. Right? Peel some off. Start to feel lighter and fluffier. More open. And I become a channel for source mind, for wisdom, for my inner being, whatever you want to call it, for God. I become an open spigot for my intuition, for my guidance. But when I'm laden down, dragging all this resistance around, I can't hear anything but my own negativity. And so I started thinking, what can I do today to soften resistance? What can I do today to alleviate resistance? Maybe even eliminate some of it. What's available to me right here, right now, alive? Because guess what? I want to do the alive better. I don't know about you, but I know it's available to me. And that's one of my purpose goals every day. I want to do this life thing better. I want to feel better. I want to string these better feeling moments together more. So I have more better feeling moments after another, after another, after another. So that my vibration and frequency are higher, so that I can meet the vibration and frequency of non-physical source, inner being, and I can operate with these two worlds melded together, yoked. That's where all your creativity is. That's where all your inspiration flows forth from. So what can I do right here, right now? Who can I let off the hook? Are there people that I'm holding responsible for something in my life? Yeah, all right, let's do this. Would you rather be right? Would you rather feel good? Me, I'd rather feel good. Although sometimes I get hunkered down in the right moment, you know, the right feeling part. Hey, you got to do that stuff sometimes. But the less time you spend over there, and the more time you spend over here with, woohoo, we're all right. Because everybody thinks she's right. Right? My vantage point, I'm thinking I'm right. Your vantage point, you're thinking you're right. Somewhere in the middle is the right. Right? So what can I do today? Right here, right now? Well, I can become aware. I can become aware. When my thoughts turn to a negative subject, when I start holding somebody responsible or castigating someone for their behavior or having some form of judgment, I don't care what it is, because there is no big and small in judgment. It's all judgment. And none of it serves you. None of it. So the more we can become aware of where our thoughts dwell, and that loop that just keeps going through our mind, stories that we keep telling, uninteresting stories, by the way. I do it. I don't know any other human who doesn't. Some do it a lot more than others, and you're sitting there thinking, shit. Now, a good thing that you can do is if someone's doing something that you want to have judgment with, guess what? You wouldn't feel anything about it unless it was sparking something in you. You wouldn't be having that kind of response unless something in you is off. So when you go to have that judgment, opinion, whatever, on another human, hey, thank that person. Bless that person. They're giving you a clue about you. And turn it around. I'm judgy. I'm judgy. I don't want to be judgy. You know? I want to be open and free and allowing and unfettered and alive fully. So bless that moment. Bless that person. Thank you. And just start noticing more and more and more. And very soon, you and I are going to release so much of that negativity. Every day you become more aware. Every day you shed another layer, another layer, another layer of resistance, and open up to the genius that is universal wisdom and guidance and flow and energy. And you know what that feels like? When you have those inspired moments? Let's go for more of those. What do you say? They're right here. They're right here, but they can't get in because we've built a wall of resistance. So let everybody off the hook today, Creator. Let yourself off the hook. Let the world off the hook. It's all a big game, all a big journey, and each of us is playing it in our own way. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Non-attachment. Yoda, remember? Buddha, all the biggies. Talk about it. So today, let's be surprised and delighted, you and I, at how good we are at noticing when we turn that corner into judgment, into opinion. And let's pull back from that and give yourself a pat on the back. Good for me. I noticed it. That's a big darn deal. Those belief systems that don't serve you, they're going to come flying through. Notice them. Notice them. And then, from that place, then you can click the dial. One click at a time, one day at a time, one noticing at a time. And soon you will find you will build and gather momentum around this positivity, around this awareness. And when you're in a place, let's say you're having a negative moment, it's not easy to jump up into a positive moment, right? Just chill out. If all you do is recognize it, that's a gold star. Give yourself a gold star. Okay? You recognized it. If in fact you can move into an area of release, maybe by going general, just look around, blue sky, cute little doggy, anything that gives you joy and lessens the resistance. And you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. Because my wish for me and my wish for you is that we're not surprised when we die. That we surprise ourselves every day here in this life experience. That's my wish for us. All right, I want to set you free to surprise yourself today. And I'm going to be doing the same right alongside you. I so appreciate you. So appreciate your co-creating with you and having the opportunity to chat with you. And I guess I'm going to leave it here right now. Sending big love your way, Creator. Until next time. Ciao.